Hello people. Today I'm gonna be playing on the TecK-Kraft server. This is a server that's kinda set up like Mindcrack. With everyone's playing on survival. They're spread out throughout the whole world. And yeah, we can prank each other as long as it doesn't include fire, TNT, or lava, unless it's used in a responsible manner. Most of the time, it's a no-no. And yeah, I recently started off on the server, probably 6 weeks ago now. No, 6 weeks. Wow, 6 days ago. Sorry. 6 weeks and I only have that done. That'd be depressing. 6 days ago or so. And then there was a little snake. The host thought I wasn't active, but that's because he lives in Pakistan and I live in Colorado. And so our time zones are basically opposite. So right now it's late afternoon for me or for him, and it's early morning for me. Amazing with my words today. But I'll give you a slight tour of what I've done so far. Nether portal. The obsidian was obtained from, there's past that little hill there's kind of like a crater of a lake, and in that corner there is a cave, and the cave leads down into an abandoned mine shaft. So it's where I've been getting almost all my resources. There's also one on the other side of that mountain that I've been going to. That there is my cobblestone farm when I don't use this. So yeah. Another portal, obviously. I'm away. I have a lot of work to do on the nether yet. I'm not sure where I want the portal guaranteed, so this here is my 100% efficient cobble generator. Right here there's a source block of lava. Lava flows to here, I believe. To this one, right? Yeah. Lava flows to there. Then there's, yeah. There's a, if you go out the wooden doors, there is a small one wide bridge. Here's a piston that pushes it this way. Then over here's the water. And just in case you do this, you need to dig out the ground underneath here. Because otherwise the water will flow and make your source block of lava obsidian eventually, and that doesn't work, especially when you make it automatic like this. So just be careful with that, you know. Make sure you dig a hole down so the water can't flow past and keep going past the lava. And then it's duplicated on this side. Piston here as well. If you're wondering why there's a chest there, it's because I have a tree farm, and chests are an immovable object by pistons. So that's just to make sure that, you know, this piston doesn't push that piston, or that piston doesn't push this piston past, you know, where they currently are, and make the system not work. It's just a little precaution you need to have. You can use any immovable, so obsidian, furnaces, chests, just anything that's unmovable. You need to place one behind this piston to make this work. And then these two pistons are hooked up to a 16 clock. It's a 4 clock technically, but 16 ticks, 16 tick clock. While this one down here is attached to a 9 tick clock. That's just to, so it technically needs to be eight clicks. So if we do that should technically make it work perfectly, but that's not true, because the water and lava creating cobble doesn't seem to happen at the exact amount of time every time, so it doesn't exactly work, but it definitely works well enough. One slight problem with it being in multiplayer, I'm constantly leaving my house and coming back, my shack, not my house, coming back, and whenever you leave whenever you move out of 17 chunks of this, and this part becomes unloaded, the redstone breaks. It stops clocking, and so you have to fix the redstone every time. It's simple, really, to fix the redstone. You just need to grab one piece of redstone, and let's say you could break this corner here, break it, place it, about that fast, and it'll fix that clock. And then this one is way easier. And break it, here, break it, and then replace it, but you have to be, you watch as it goes. It goes here, 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 and you have to place it again before the redstone current gets back to that point. Yeah, it's very simple, very easy. Here's my living shack. This chest here is for that farm. This is my little shack. 4 furnaces and 2 chests. Miscellaneous chest, sorta. And then this one is mostly my ores and whatnot, but it's what I've got currently. Currently there is a private system on chests and furnaces, so if you use move, I believe it is. Yeah. And you can remove protection. If you want to add protection, you can't. You have to place a new one. You can't add protection back to an old one, at least that I know of. Here's my dirt cow farm. This dirt tower was made as a test run to see how it would look. You know, if I replace this with stone, how would that look as a wall hub? Oh, like corner of a wall. Here's the farm. It's not finished yet because we aren't in 1.5. The nether rack here and this empty slot here should be hoppers. And yeah, and then this dirt block here needs to be a dropper or a dispenser. I'd prefer a dropper, and they're easier to make too. Don't require a bow, so that needs to be a dropper. Simple controls when harvesting: keep the lever on for 1 minute. Lever controls, the on is up and therefore harvest mode, where the water flows down and hits all the crops. Off is grow mode, so there's no water flowing over it. The button just drops it out of the dropper if you want to use that system. I just felt you just can't have, you know, a hopper collect it and lead it into nothing, and it feel like having that hopper sitting there, and I think it would look better with the dropper there anyways. So yeah, that's what I'm going for there. He's the host, by the way. So here's the farm itself. All these pads are 7 by 8 due to the fact that water only flows 8, and I can't have, you know, a new source block pop up there. So it has to be 7 by 8. The last one could be 8 by 8, but I just stayed with the pattern, went 7 by 8. You have to leave it on for a minute for the stuff up way up at the top to get all the way to the bottom. Nothing falls out through these cracks here, through those little cracks. That's just because the half slabs cover the water, and then the stone bricks, so I could place the redstone above it. When this flows, it does screw up this water canal, and that's why you not only leave it on for a minute, but you also sit there and once you turn it off, you have to wait for another about 30 seconds or so just to make sure you get everything. Obviously it's not done. This is only half of the wheat farm. The other half will be here and lead into that second system right there. Same exact concept, going for the exact same thing. Then I need to cover it all up and light it up so it continues to stay bright in here. Stay bright in there, technically, not in here. In there. Make sure the plants keep growing. All times of the day. Redstone's pretty dang simple. Just repeaters into the piston blocks and water above it. Hit the lever, pistons retract, water flows, hits this block, spreads into 3. 1, 2, 3. Flow down, hits here, spreads into 5, I believe. 1, 2, yeah, 5. And then 5 would leave like a weird, kind of weird pattern here with water. And so you have to do 2. Or at least I did. You could technically do this with 1 if you centered it more and, did more of this trickery to get it covering the whole thing and have it literally drop, all of it drop here, and then you could get the whole 7. You could still get all 7 with only 1 source block of water and 1... Jerk! Get off my freaking farm, you son of a... And, yeah. It's simple. Sorry about that microphone pop. I realized that's going to be pretty loud now that I did it. No, my farm! I hate mobs. And that's another reason why I definitely need to get it done pretty soon. There's a creeper in my cow farm. So he's a cowper? That was lame. Honestly, the system's really simple. You could do it yourself. Just due to the fact that I was using stronghold bricks for it, and I haven't really farmed up anywhere near enough stronghold bricks or dirt, in all honesty, for a farm at this scale. It did take me a little bit just to get this much. But, I mean, if you have the resources, you could do this in a very short amount of time on your own world. One big problem that I've experienced so far is every time you go to replant this, you're going to need a hoe, because when you fall from that 1 block to get down each level, you trample the dirt. And I honestly... Oh, bugger. You trample the dirt like so, and it gets very annoying, and it's made me frustrated before. Same thing like with jumping up, you'll sometimes trample the dirt, but it happens every single time that you fall down onto it, at least from what I've experienced. So yeah, that's the issue with the farm. This here, A, is to hold the water in that's flowing down here. To make sure that all the things are hydrated. This is going to be, however, is going to be another farm. This one, and it's going to be connected to the same... I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I want a building, a really big building that this is all connected to, or maybe some kind of hallway kind of thing, where, it's just like a hallway and with all these different farms attached to it that you can just go to and harvest at any time. Carrots, potatoes, wheat. I think those are the only 3 plantable like this. Could be wrong. I could also... I don't know, I need to run some tests, but if nether wart is... I know it needs soul sand and not regular sand, and doesn't need hydration, but if nether wart can be harvested the same way, like with a water system like this, I could do a nether wart farm this big as well, which would make potion brewing very easy. I'll have a whole hell of a lot of nether wart. So those are 4 farms now. So 4 farms I'm thinking of doing now. This here is just to make, just so I have infinite water supply when I was building this side. I still have this half of the wheat farm to go. So basically I'd duplicate this side over here. Redstone down, around, and to here. Again, and then just duplicate this layer, you know, the lever, wheat and frame, button down there. So button, wheat and frame, lever right here. Yeah, I like the design I have going for this. I really do. But the problem is, this outside here, I really like the way that looks. Like, this height for me is like the perfect height for this kind of design. But to fit all of the levers and whatnot, I'm going to have to raise the design, make it bigger. And I'm going to have to see how that looks, and I might have to change this whole outside design and whatnot. Because I just love the way the door looks. Just love how, like, the door is kind of set into the design of the building. Like, it's meant to be there. Because, you know, it's, I don't know, the door is kind of, I don't know, I like it. That's about all I can say. I really like the way it looks. But yeah, that's basically all I've done so far. This was mostly a episode to introduce you to what I've been doing on Minecraft recently, and I've honestly been having a lot of fun on the server. I usually play. Thought he'd be back by now. I usually play more towards evening, 12 a.m. or so time. Just because that's when I get back from work and school and yada yada yada. But right today I don't have school till 4. Oh, that's stupid. That was stupid. Oh, I got lead out. That was so stupid. Sorry, that made me pissed off. Wow, that's stupid. 1 second. I was so far away from that creeper, and that's bull. You have that. Sprint, you fat assassin. Sprint, you fat assassin. Make kissy faces. Out comes a baby and some XP. Rebuild. We will rebuild. Anyways. Yeah. This was basically just an introduction episode to let you know what I was doing. I think I've already stated that. Yeah, I've got a lot of time to spend over there, the cobblestone farm, because I don't really like using the cobblestone generator. It's good for those few pieces of cobble you need. Like, you're like, oh, I'm at 52 and I need 64, so just come here for a little bit, for like 30 seconds, and, you know, then smelt it. But I have a lot of time to spend on the cobblestone, to come back here, smelt it into smooth stone, turn the smooth stone into stronghold brick, and start building the rest of the farm, the wheat farms. Yeah. I think that's gonna be it for episode 1. I'm gonna go mine some cobble out, maybe, possibly. And then I'll come back when I'm ready to build this second half of the wheat farm. Sounds like a plan. That way you don't have to watch the boring cobble gathering or whatnot. Once that is done, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to work the lighting system for the farms. Sucker. Gonna figure out how I'm gonna have to do the lighting system for the farms, because once I enclose the roof, let me see here. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 does not give me. I think I need to do it at that level. Yeah. I think I need to do it a level above this. Will be my roof. And maybe I'll make it sloping, because I don't really like the whole big block, you know, a big block of stone. But I also don't really like the whole, because the big block of stone, you know, where the farm is kind of an eyesore. Kind of, it is an eyesore. Yet, even the, you know, build this out to here, drop a layer, you know, build it out to here, drop a layer, build it out here, yada, 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 kind of thing, is, I feel like that doesn't look good, but, I don't know. I'll think about it. Any light caps on. I'll think about it. I'll see you guys when I'm done mining buttloads of cobble. Yeah. Have a good one, guys.